Hey, this is Guru Funnel Model video number 6, and in this one what we're going to do is talk about the Tim Ferriss pre-testing funnel. Now, I learned this actually in Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek book. Many of you may have read that. If you have, you might have actually missed this part because I don't see very many people actually doing this. Now, like I had mentioned in one of the other videos, many people that come to me, the point where they're at in their business is they've got a lot of product ideas and they're not sure what to bring to market, and they haven't really done a whole lot of research or any testing of those ideas. And so what a lot of guys end up doing is they go and create a bunch of products, and then they build out a whole funnel for it, and then they got to try to figure out a way to sell it, and they'll spend a ton of money to find out it doesn't sell. Now, the key to actually making sales is to give a product that people actually are willing to buy. And so what this allows you to do is actually find out if somebody would buy a product before you ever create a massive funnel, before you ever create the product even. Okay? So this is a beautiful funnel model, and I highly recommend you use this if you're in that position where you're trying to figure out ideas and what people will buy, and this will allow you to actually put together a product that people will buy and they'll buy beforehand. So let me talk about how this works. Now, you are going to have to invest a little bit of money and a little bit of time to figure this out, but it's actually going to be substantially less than if you went the other route that most people do. Okay? So what you do is you have your idea of what you want to sell. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're actually going to create a basic text-based sales letter selling that product. Okay? So it's going to be a full-out sales letter. Now, if you can't write that, you'll have to hire a copywriter to do it. But if you hire the right kind of copywriter, they will make edits and stuff like that, and it will convert really well right out of the gate. And if you end up deciding this isn't a product you're going to create, they will be able to edit that letter for you to test another idea. And so then you don't have to keep repaying for a whole new letter over and over again. So from that sales letter, you're going to have an add to cart button on it. So it's going to be set up just like an actual letter, like if you're actually selling a product. Now, instead of having that add to cart button go to an order form, when they click it, it's going to have one of those two-step things. So you can either have it pop up on the page, or you could send them to an opt-in page. I would highly recommend that you just have it pop up on the page. And you can use lead pages to do that with their lead boxes feature. And so you can just put a link right on that add to cart button, and you can have a box pop up, and you can say, step 1 is to enter your name and email right here. And so then they enter their name and email, and then you're going to redirect them to a page where you're going to say, sorry, we're currently out of stock on the product. We'll let you know when it becomes available. So that way you're not actually selling anything, okay? And what you do is you're driving an ad to this text-based sales letter, and then you're measuring the opt-ins. And so you're basically considering everybody that enters their first name and email into the box to be a sale. Okay, so let's say that your product was $97 on here, and your testing budget was, $500 on ads. So you spent $500 on ads, and you got 20 people to opt in. So you would consider each of those opt-ins to be a sale. Although we know in a two-step process, not everyone's going to buy, but you don't have a way of really knowing what percentage are going to fall out. So you just assume everyone is a buyer. So if you did 20 sales at $97 a piece, then you did essentially $2,000 in sales, a little bit less than that. And you spent $500 in ads. So that means you have profit potential there. So that would be a strong indicator that it makes sense for you to build the product. Okay. Now, if you didn't generate enough sales to cover your ad spend, then you know that there's just not enough profit potential there, and so you need to test a new idea. Okay. But all these people, what you're going to do is you're going to add them to an email list there, and so then if you do decide that you're going to build the product, then you build the product, and once it's built, you email out this list saying, hey, we got the product back in stock, go here to order, and you send them to the order form, and then you'll get a large percentage of people that will buy. So you're not totally wasting all these people that came through during the testing phase. So then you can leverage cash right out of this email list right away. If you do end up going to a different idea, once you have one that you've decided you've built the product, you can promote that new product out to this email list, driving them through the top end of your funnel. So again, you can leverage this asset that you've been building here to generate more cash. So it's pretty simple. The majority of the work in this is getting the text-based sales letter put up and then driving the traffic to it. But that's it's quite a bit less than if you went and built an entire product and started to build out the whole funnel and then drove people through it to test it. So this is a big shortcut. It will really help you to test out your ideas. And so if that's something you want to do, there's links below that you can check out to see an example of this funnel. Go ahead and put it in place and take your business to the next level.